So please welcome three-time graduate from the University of Guelph, Dr. Ken Knox.
All right, so I've been asked to say, how am I doing here, Mr. Soundman? Am I going to be all right? I've been asked to say a few words, and I wanted to do four things in the way of thank yous, and then I want to do a conclusion. And Wendy thinks I'm going to do all that in 2 minutes. I'm not. But I will rush through this as quickly as I can. The thank yous that I want to do pertain to all of us that are in this room, and at the end, the conclusion wraps up into a commitment from all of us in this room, if you will buy into it with me, to advance our cause even further. The first thank you is Bruce Archibald. Bruce, you need to stand up. Bruce is going to be terribly embarrassed because Bruce is a civil servant, and civil servants always sit... No, you have to stay standing. They have to see you. You have to stay standing because this is part of the deal here. So Bruce Archibald is my mentor, and I know he's younger than me, and I'm speaking here to the young people here that you don't have to have mentors that are older than you. And Bruce and I have been going through this dance together for about 25 years. The fact that this award is named for me is actually misunderstood because I did not do the heavy lifting to make this award possible. Bruce Archibald, working with the president, did that, both to get me named as an honorary doctorate at the University of Guelph, and then to create a scholarship through Bruce's hard work, going around to people and asking them to participate because we knew that if students were going to be successful in changing the world, they needed to understand the world. New Zealand, don't sit down yet, Bruce. They needed to understand the world as we've just seen. And so Bruce went to all the lifting and achieved amazing results for this award. And I think there's somewhere, Mr. Dean, of $150,000 or so in the award that is now an endowment. And so we see 3 recipients this year of that. Now, the 2 that are here, third one in New Zealand, if you would stand, please. I know you're going to be recognized more formally. We have 1 of 3. Perhaps the other one is traveling as well, eh? So there's a challenge for you, and this speaks not just to you, but to all the students who are getting this award and an award tonight. And this is part of the deal, guys. You need to report back. You need to report back, and I'm going to get to that when I wrap up. I don't want to report back that said, thanks for this, right? I'm going to have a great trip. I want to report back at the end of the experience, and I want to report back 20 or 30 or 40 years later as to how your life was changed as a result of your education, including the travel bursary or award that you got through this one. The same goes for other students who are getting an award tonight, because donors need to understand that it pays off to contribute. And I don't recall, Bruce, how many you actually got, but there's north of 50 people that participated in giving to this award. And quite fascinating because there are 5 different university presidents who gave money to this award to help students at Guelph. Now, isn't that kind of cool, right? From McGill to currently the Governor General of Canada contributing to this award because they knew that this was going to help students learn and grow and make a better world. The second thank you, so Bruce, thank you. You can now sit down. You see how he follows, right? Take a good look at this guy. He's a deputy minister in the federal system, driving the economic agenda for the federal government in the province of Ontario. A huge player, younger than me, my mentor, Bruce Archibald. The second group that I want to acknowledge are the philanthropists or industry leaders who contributed to tonight. And I would like you to all stand at one time, please. And that would include, of course, parents that are here. Please stand up because the students want to recognize you and get to know who you are. Please stand. All of the contributors to the awards. Absolutely. There are some parents here that aren't standing. I can see that. You see, this is just how important this is, right? We have to be able to drive the public education agenda in the difficult times we're going to go through in the next decade. We all know that's coming, right? And we're going to continue to depend on those who are able to support things philanthropically or as industry leaders to help broaden the education and the research agenda of the students that are going to this university. So I do heartily thank you for your participation, and I'm going to provide you with another challenge when I get to the conclusion. The third group that I want to thank are the students, and would you please stand for a moment? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Now, students, I want to thank you for two things. You can stay standing. It's okay. It's all cool. It's all cool. Bruce didn't follow instructions. We'll see if the younger generation know how to, right? So here's the thing, right? Good for you, and congratulations on taking the effort to apply and having the breadth of experience and knowledge within the field that you've chosen to study in to be successful in winning the award. The donors who are looking at you now are saying, this is why I did this. These are the people that are going to grow. These are the people that are going to make our university great. These are the people that are going to change Canada for the better, and indeed change the world. And we're counting on you to do that. Tonight is not a night that any of us can take lightly. That's my BlackBerry.
I thought it might be mine.
Yeah. We are counting on you and depend on you. And I provide you with the same challenge that I did to the recipients of the Knox Award that Bruce Archibald fathered, and that is to feed back to your donors, not a nice courtesy letter, which I know the university will ensure that you do. We need to know how it impacted you a year from now, and we need to hear back from you 20 or 30 or 40 years later as to the contribution that you've made to the world and how you can trace those roots back to the breadth of experience you're getting through this award tonight. It's a commitment that I'm taking very seriously, and here's what I'm going to do with the three that are recipients of the Knox Award tonight. Their emails are going to go out to all of those 50 or so donors, not just to me. And then those donors are going to say, holy smokes, when Archibald came knocking on my door and I agreed to give some money to this award, it's paying off. And you can count on me to make sure in the case of those three that 20 or 30 or 40 years from now, I will make sure that those donors hear the successful graduates and how they're changing the world to the better. So thank you and congratulations, students. My fourth thank you is actually to Alistair Summerlee, and he's not here tonight. And I'm going to thank him anyway. And here's why. Wendy told me I didn't have long, but I want to tell one story. And this goes back a long time when the Mississippi River had on it traveling paddle boats, right? The big, what were they called? Paddle boats, right? And it was a dark and stormy night, and foggy, and it was a terrible night, and a passenger became concerned that the ship would go aground, and went to the captain and said, Captain, do you know where all the rocks and all the shales and all the logs and roots are along the riverbank? And the passenger was quite dismayed when the captain responded, no, I don't. But I know where the channel is. Alistair Summerlee knows where his channel is. He knows where the university's channel is. He knows where Canada's channel is, and he knows where the world channel is. And it does not surprise me at all that he's in Africa tonight, because he is a world warrior, helping move the better planet to live as a better planet. And all of us, students and donors, owe it to the President to continue to grow and learn and make sure that we bring to life the planet that Alistair, through his course, is driving us. And you know, Alistair didn't need to be the president of the University of Guelph. He's actually quite an amazing researcher in his own right, doing research that will change the world. He was also a great teacher and could have quite comfortably stayed there. But he took the call to become a president of a university, and I guess, Bruce, we've worked with probably 30 or 40 of them, and we know how tough that job is. They can't lead by directing. They have to lead by example and creating consensus, and he has been marvelous at his job. And so I want to thank Alistair, not just because it was on his watch that others, including the Dean, arranged for me to get an honorary doctorate, because he is changing the world. And students, live up to the example that your president is leaving for you and change the world. And the final thing I'm going to do in conclusion, how's my time, Wendy, is get Wendy to stand up for a minute. So where's Wendy? See, here she is. All right. Now, Wendy, I know, no. Yes. So here's the thing, guys. Wendy organized tonight. Now, Wendy and I didn't know each other. Our communication up until tonight was by email. But when I agreed to come and say a few words tonight, I, along with you, when you agreed to come tonight, agreed that we were going to join the Wendy Club. We in this room have become members, if you will do it with me, of the Wendy Club. Now, this is a club that's not structured. It's a virtual club. We don't have officers and we don't have orders of business. But what we're agreeing to do is that we will grow and change ourselves. We will grow and change the university. We will grow and change Canada. And we will grow and change the world. And we owe that to each other. And philanthropists, let me tell you this. The students in this room need something from you that is a lot more than your money, although I know they all welcome it, and we just heard from one that's in New Zealand and wouldn't be otherwise. They need your mentorship, they need your counsel, and when we have the reception tonight, I challenge all of you to dig deeper than, nice to see you and congratulations, but rather, can we actually create some relationships that will be lasting beyond tonight, because we're part of the Wendy Club. And the Wendy Club means that it goes on until we have changed that world successfully. And to the students, I say this to you. When you thank your donors tonight for the awards that you're receiving, don't make it so brief as, thank you very much, and I will get that report that old man Knox told me I should send you. But rather, see what you can learn from these people. Because obviously they're very successful, or they wouldn't have been able to have done what they have done for you tonight. See what you can learn from them, and then you provide them with the challenge. I need the young people around me to challenge me every day, because I'm an old guy, and I need that youthful vigor and youthful dreams about how I can make University of Guelph, Canada, and the world a better place. Now, is there anybody in this room, scan that video camera, sir, is there anybody in the room that won't join the Wendy Club? Yeah, we got one photographer who says, well, wait a minute. Let's get his picture a minute over here. So therefore, I anoint you all members of the Wendy Club. Let's change ourselves for the better. Let's change the university. Let's change Canada. And let's change the world. We can do it. Thank you.